In today's video, I have a Goodwill Outlet Bins thrift haul to share with you, and these are all items that I sourced to resell on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari for a profit. I ended up getting 31 items to stay at the bins, and I spent about 3 hours there, maybe 3.5 hours on this day. Also, a few of these items have already sold, so I'll share as we go through which ones those were. I do need to get to shipping, so I'm gonna film this and get to shipping, so let's just jump right into it. First up is this pair of Free People Movement leggings. They are a mid-rise with a zippered pocket in the back, and I have had good luck selling Free People Movement before, but I've never picked up Free People Movement leggings before, so we'll see how those end up doing. All right, next up is this Patagonia kids jacket in this pretty heathered pink color with kind of a Sherpa lining on the inside. And this already sold on Poshmark for, I believe, $35. It was a full price sale, and the buyer was actually a guest buyer on Poshmark, which if you're a pretty experienced seller, you know that a guest buyer has to pay full price. They can't actually send you an offer, so that is what happened here, and I was really happy with that. It sold so quickly too, because I just listed most of these items yesterday or the day before, so for any of them to have sold means they were a really quick flip. Next up is this pair of Urban Outfitters men's shorts. They're kind of a sweat short style with a raw hem and an elastic waistband, drawstring to tighten, with a pocket on the back. So I've sold 2 pairs of this exact same short before, and I can't remember off the top of my head what they sold for. I want to say around $20. So that's kind of what I'm expecting for these, but both times I sold them before, they sold very quickly. So that is why when I saw them, I wanted to grab them. They are a size men's large. Then I found this pair of Tommy Hilfiger jeans with a raw kind of frayed hem, and it has this couple Tommy logos on the back. And I was kind of hesitant on these. I've sold some Tommy Hilfiger jeans a couple times before, like true vintage ones, which these are. On the tag it actually says the release date on these, which was August 2000. So a very true vintage Y2K pair of jeans. And I think that these will sell pretty quickly, especially because of the Tommy logo here. I haven't listed these ones yet, so we will see if they end up being a quick flip or not. But yeah, I was just hesitant because I've listed a couple pairs before in the past, and I actually know I have a pair now listed that haven't sold, but I really think that this is gonna help, just this branding, and they're true, you know, Y2K kind of a style. So these should be a pretty quick sale. I'll keep you guys posted how these do. Next up is this Everlane men's Henley long sleeve shirt. And men's items, usually I pass on them just because I don't really get that excited about listing them and selling them. So I normally just end up passing, but there are certain brands that I will pick up pretty much every time I find them, even if it's a men's item, as long as they're in good condition, and Everlane is one of those brands. So this I did want to grab, and I'm gonna expect to get probably right around 20 to 25 for this. Next up is this Madewell bandana print banana t-shirt, and this is a size medium, super basic, and it's kind of a cropped length, but this already sold. I listed it yesterday, and I woke up this morning seeing that it sold. So apparently, even though it's pretty simple and basic and everything, it's a desired item. Next up is this pair of Hollister dad jeans with a frayed raw hem. It has a 2-tone denim panel detail along the legs, but I picked these up because the dad jeans are a pretty good style to be on the lookout for. That baggier look, loose, relaxed fit. I think these should probably sell right around $20, I would guess. Next up, this is a new to me brand. It's called the Ragged Priest, and I picked these up because it reminded me of the motocross aesthetic that I found when doing some fall 2022 trend research, so I thought this would be a really good item to list. They are a pair of mom shorts with this checkerboard print pattern on them, and they are new with tags, size 28. So we'll see how these do. I had never even heard of this brand. Let me know if you guys have heard of it before. But yeah, I think the fact that they're new with tags and a great style, hopefully they'll be a pretty quick flip. And I did find a good stock photo for these, so I think that'll also help them sell. Next up is this Lululemon men's t-shirt. Probably expect, I don't know, right around 25 for this, maybe 30. And I don't know the size, so I'm gonna have to measure and put an approximate size on there. Next up is this pair of American Eagle high-rise mom jeans in this black denim wash, and they are a size 6 regular. Probably expect to get around 20 to 25 for these. My go-to bread and butter brand item, American Eagle jeans. Absolutely love selling them. Next up is this Free People wool blend cardigan with these cutout detailings. Free People does usually do pretty well, especially sweaters. They tend to do the best for me. Next up is this Zara ribbed tank top. It's kind of a corset style with these hook and eye closures in this really pretty beige kind of cream color. So I think I listed this at $18 and would probably expect to get right around $15 for this. Then I found this pair of Madewell striped shorts. They're a casual pair of shorts with a zip fly and a button to close. They are a linen blend, so that's really the reason I wanted to grab them. And they were only, I believe, a year old. I think these were from 2021. Yeah, spring 2021, so still a relatively new style. They do have a little bit of pilling on the back, but I disclosed that in the listing and then just dropped the price a few dollars. So I think they should still sell, especially since they're a linen blend. Linen usually does really well. Then I found this pair of Ivy Park leggings. And Ivy Park is Beyonce's, I think it's an athleisure brand. They might have, I guess, they might have more like lifestyle pieces too, but I know it's a lot of athletic wear. I would probably expect to get somewhere between maybe $30 or $40 for these. Ivy Park is super rare to find. I've actually only found it one other time. Let me know if you guys find Ivy Park very often and if it sells well for you. All right, then I found this pair of Mother jeans with this beautiful sparkle panel detailing along the leg. And they are a skinny fit, so not the most on-trend, style of jeans right now, but I do think skinny jeans still are selling, especially with the unique detailing on these. I thought that these would be a really good item to pick up. And these are a size 27. Next up is this H&M sweatshirt. It says compassionate on it. I picked this one up for style. It's a kind of a boxy fit. This is a size extra large, but definitely could fit any size as more of an oversized fit. Probably expect to get right around 15 for this. Next up is this Everlane 100% cashmere turtleneck sweater. This waffle knit material and ribbed trim. Everlane cashmere sweaters usually move very quickly and sell for quite a bit, so I'm hoping that is the case with this one too. Next up is this pair of BDG slim straight jeans with some ripped knees and a raw hem. BDG has those 3 lines on the back, and BDG is sold at Urban Outfitters. I can't remember if I said BDG Urban Outfitters. So it usually does sell well. Some items do sit for a while, but some move really quickly, so BDG is one that, I usually will just grab at the bins when I find it. And if I'm only spending $1 or $2, then it's well worth it to me. Sometimes they do sit, but a lot of times they do move quickly. So I think it just really depends on the item. And this is a size 24, which is definitely a smaller size. So they might take a little bit to sell, but sometimes I am surprised, even with the smaller sizes, they can still move pretty quickly. So it really just all depends. But really nice style. Very on-trend style, especially with the major, ripped knees and distressing and frayed look. I think these should move pretty quickly. Next up is this pair of Madewell loafers. This was the only pair of shoes I ended up getting this day at the bins, but I thought this was a really good style. They have, a decent amount of wear just as far as like I don't know, they're not like smooth anymore right here. They've definitely been, worn several times and everything, but overall they are in really good, I don't know where I'm going. Overall they are in really good condition, and I just thought that the style was really on trend, and especially the color too. This is a very fall color, this like mustard yellow. They're not quite as chunky as some of the loafers right now that are currently really on trend, but I think they are still chunky enough, and they're definitely that kind of preppy academia kind of a look, so wanted to grab these. Next up is this Lululemon sports bra, and this actually already sold. I think it was called the Free to Be Wild style. It has this strappy crisscross back. Someone actually tossed me this at the bins. I had let him in front of me in line to go to the new bins, so he threw this to me while we were at the same bin, which was so nice. So If you happen to be watching, I'm pretty sure you're not, but if you happen to be watching, thank you so much. And it already sold, so that was a really good flip. And here's that Lululemon logo on the back. Oh, and then the size dot was in this part where the cups are. I don't know if you can see that, probably won't focus, but it's a size 8. Usually on a Lululemon item, if there's no tag, if there's some kind of a pocket, a lot of times the size dot will be in there. So that's definitely a good place to check if you don't see the size. Next up is this pair of American Eagle curvy high-rise shorts with a raw hem and a little bit of distressing throughout. I would expect probably to get right around 15 to probably right around 15 for these. Next up is this A New Day maxi dress with this buffalo plaid or checkered print. It's a sleeveless dress, but with a long kind of ruffled hem. Super pretty. And I might just consign this one. Actually, you know what? They probably, I don't know if the consignment store will take it because it is sort of a summery item, but this is also kind of a good fall transitional piece, so maybe they would take it. But it's just so big. I mean, if I folded it up, I could definitely store it, but I have a one closet situation now where all my inventory goes. I'll have to show you guys that soon, but I'm just kind of being more selective about what I actually choose to sell myself based on whether or not I can store it easily. And dresses I actually hang. I don't store them in bins, although I guess I could. So I don't know. I'm just kind of thinking, should I just consign this? I might, but we'll see. I haven't really fully decided. It also depends if the consignment store takes it or not. I might bring it in and try, and then if they don't, then I will sell it myself. And this is a size medium. Next up is this Tri-Delta sorority crew neck sweatshirt, and it says quality never goes out of style on the back. But the only other time I've sold I think it wasn't actually a Tri-Delta sorority sweatshirt, it had 2 people both wanting to buy it, and it just ended up clearly being a desired item. So when I saw this, I decided to grab it. Probably expect to get right around $20 for this. All right, next up is this pair of Lululemon capri length leggings. And these, again, the size dot was right in that pocket. So these are a size 4. These might end up taking a little bit to sell just because the capri length style doesn't seem to be as in as a full length or like a 7/8 cropped ankle kind of a style. So they might take a little bit to sell, but I'm not going to pass up on Lululemon leggings in great condition at the bins. So I did grab them. I can't remember what I listed those at, but I would expect to get right around 30 to 35 for those. Then this is a new to me brand. It's called Rami Brook, I think is how you say it. And this is a new with tags marled wool blend beanie. So I don't know, I think I would expect to get probably right around 25 to 30 for this, especially because it's a really nice wool blend, new with tags, all of that. And it originally retailed at $95. So I don't know if this is a brand sold at somewhere like TJ Maxx or not, or if this actually was a $95 hat. But let me know if you guys have heard of that brand before, Rami Brook. And yeah, should be a good flip, especially since we're heading into fall winter. Next up is this Madewell turtleneck sweater. It's a wool and silk blend with this colorful kind of speckling on it. And it's a more recent style. It was from a more recent year, sometime in the last few years. But these types of items by Madewell, especially this time of year, do move really quickly usually and sell for a good amount. So I definitely wanted to grab this, and I would expect to get probably $30 to $40 for this. Next up is this Zara chunky knit pink cropped length sweater with balloon sleeves and a crew neckline. This is a size large, an absolutely beautiful color. The style of this kind of reminded me of the Zara chunky knit sweater I've sold before. That was a cardigan, but it was very similar in style and it moved very quickly and sold for $30. So I kind of am expecting to get somewhere right around there for this. It's super cozy, kind of thicker and chunky, but I really like this one a lot. I can't remember if this is a blend. Yeah, it's a wool alpaca blend. Next up is this BDG pair of cutoff shorts with a button fly, and they are new with tags, but they're missing the top button there, so I did price them down just a little bit for that. But since they're new with tags, I did want to grab them, and they're at the bins. So I thought this was a fun style. And this seems to be pretty on trend, this panel two-tone. I feel like I'm finding a lot of this lately, and it's in some cases selling really quickly, so curious to see how these do. They're a size 28. Next up is a kids Hudson Sherpa pullover sweater, and I bought this to consign. I have brought Hudson into them before and they've taken it, so I think they will probably take this. If not, I will sell it myself. Next up is this Wild Fox mermaid on duty long sleeve top with a kind of a scoop neck. And I don't know if this was a pajama top or just kind of more loungewear type of an item, but I just thought this was super nice and comfortable. Wild Fox is kind of hit or miss sometimes, but I really like their items, and sometimes it does move decently quickly for a good amount. This is a size extra small, but it's definitely meant to fit a bit more oversized if you were a true extra small, so I would say this could fit up to probably a medium. Probably expect to get right around 20 for this. All right, and then lastly is this Glossier makeup bag. It's called the Beauty Bag, and it is in such great condition. It looks like it was barely used at all, and so I did want to grab this. This is the kind of item that is pretty basic, but just with the brand, it is bound to do better. This is a very awesome brand that people really love, so I think this should sell pretty quickly. There were a decent amount listed on Poshmark, but still a decent amount have sold recently, so I have high hopes that this will sell and leave me with a good profit. It's so cute too. I love this pink and coral red kind of variation. Super, super pretty. All right guys, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being patient as I took a little break while moving, getting settled, all of that. But we're back. But thank you for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you're not already. I hope you guys have a really good rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.